Moses on the desk now with our first look at sports, and what a weekend for the Vandals.
You know, in the Canadian Major Football League title game, the Lloydminster Vandals did what no previous Vandals team could, win a national championship. We go back to Armstrong Field and recap an historical day for the Green and Black.
Entering the championship final, the Toronto Titans were without star quarterback Tommy Dennison because of a personal matter, throwing off the Vandals' defensive schemes.
We actually had to change our game plan up, about quarter in, because we geared up for him to be here so bad.
The Titans used the ground game early. Chris Newman's major gave the visitors a 12-0 lead. The Vandals' offense were slow starters all season, and Saturday was no exception, picking it up late in the first half with a pair of touchdowns.
What we had was working. We just one block away or one little move here and there. So once we started getting the flow of the game, then we started making things happen.
I don't know if it ever really got clicking. It was not our best offensive performance by any means. Kept giving it up, but defense always held us in, and we were able to get some points on the board.
We knew we could come back. We won over everything this year, all types of adversity. So when it came down to it, we knew we were up to any challenge.
The Titans would make another change at quarterback in the third quarter. Mark Simone threw 3 interceptions, but the Titans still hung on late in the contest.
We had a chance, with about 19 seconds left on their 35, and made a long pass down the seam, and we had a chance. If we come up with that ball, it's a touchdown, but unfortunately it fell short.
If Tommy was here, do you think it would have made a little bit of a difference?
You know what? I mean, let's be honest. I'm sure it would have made a bit of a difference, but I don't want to take anything away from Lloydminster. They did a great job.
The Vandals became the second team from the Alberta Football League to win a national title, and there is no one more deserving of going out as a champion like 55-year-old Gordon Schroeder.
I mean, I've got bad knees, I've had heart surgery, I've had it all, and I just came out to support and play a support role, and here we are, champions.
All right, congratulations once again to the Lloydminster Vandals. Moving on to hockey, the AJHL season is 2 weeks old, and after 7 games, the Lloydminster Bobcats have yet to register a point in the standings. The Cats had back-to-back home games this past weekend. Friday night saw the Calgary Mustangs get a goal in the third with under 6 minutes to go for the 4-3 win. It seems mental mistakes are hurting the young club. Turnovers leading to odd man rushes have been an ongoing problem.
We haven't been out of a game this year. I mean, all our games have been very close, but until we sit down and really commit to playing hard hockey for 60 minutes, we won't be rewarded.
Again on Saturday night, the Olds Grizzlies were in town, and it was the same result. After giving up an opening goal, the Black and Orange came back, outshooting their opponents and taking a 3-2 lead to the dressing room after 2 periods. But an early goal in the third and a late winner by Olds' Brandon Close with under 2 minutes to go has the Cats wondering and frustrated.
Obviously, it's not a good feeling. There's not much more to say, right? Yeah, we just gotta, I guess, just find a way to turn this around.
All right, the Bonneville Pontiacs also wrapping up their back-to-back home games this weekend. They came into this one unbeaten, but with 2 extra time losses in the last 3 games. They dropped another one yesterday, their first regulation loss, 4-3 to the Calgary Mustangs. As well as other news, the Lloydminster Bandits wrapped up their exhibition schedule with a home-and-home with Cold Lake. The Bandits lost the first meeting 7-5, but come back in the second game with a 6-5 victory. The Bandits open their regular season this Friday in St. Paul. The Lakeland Rustlers soccer teams were in action yesterday after beating the Lethbridge Kodiaks on Saturday. The Medicine Hat Rattlers were the team to play, and the Lady Rustlers weren't able to repeat their performance against those Kodiaks 8-0. You can see the Rattlers showed why they're the best team in the South, handling the green and gold for a 4-1 loss. The Rattlers have now allowed just 2 goals in 5 games. The Rustlers fall back below 500. Moving on to the men. They continue to start their hot start this year. The Rustlers doubled up on the Rattlers, moving ahead of Medicine Hat into sole possession of second place in the South. That's your first look at sports. Stick around. Gerard will have your weather details next.